You don't want to be a youth or young adult ministry with small groups. You want to be a youth ministry of small groups. And to be honest, that's not easy. But if I wanted to kind of lean in and have a cup of coffee with you today, and I hope you have coffee wherever you are, and talk to you as a leadership coach, if I could point you in only one direction and say, this is the big deal as far as programming, that side, not so much just the spiritual, emotional, but the programming side, I'd be talking to you about this, small groups. I just can't tell you what a huge topic this is. Sometimes people ask me the top 3 reasons why small groups fail, and I'll give it to you quickly. First and foremost, lots of times they're glorified Sunday school or preaching opportunities where a talking head just preaches at them instead of making it interactive and relational. So they're going to fail if they're not interactive and relational. Secondly, they fail because people in our shoes, you and me, who are kind of at the lead, don't spend enough time and energy on the steps I'm about to suggest. And number 3, I think they fail because people quit too soon. Determine the small group model you decide you want to use. Now, there are a bunch that you could use, and I've probably used all of them at one point or another. Meeting once weekly, meeting like during the Sunday school hour, meeting in homes, interest-based, all male, all female. Please don't put small groups in the time that you don't want to have to plan anything else. Like you get stuck with doing something extra on Sunday morning. So suddenly all the poor kids get thrown into a small group on Sunday morning. I mean, the time to do small groups is during your highest and most enthusiastic service, not the one you're just trying to fill. Because again, you got to make this go. So the model that we use now, that I've used for the past decade, is when small groups meet together during your actual youth service, your primary service, the one most attended, and they meet together for us once a month. You have a shortened praise and worship time. It's not as long as usual, and then you dismiss all your students to their specific locations, and they go to the same location each time. I mean, they're usually nothing glamorous, but their group sometimes can decorate those locations or whatever. They're just simple places that become kind of their home away from home, as cheesy as that sounds. If your small groups are discussing the same topic, and some of you may opt to do that, then you might want, before you release them, to do a 5-minute skit or a 5-minute sermonette on the topic that kind of introduces it, or a 5-minute video, anything that kind of introduces what they're going to talk about. If they're all doing different topics, which we allow our leaders to do because we want the youth pastors of the group to feel like youth pastors. I mean, they're volunteers, but we want them to be able to discuss what really most matters and what they feel like their people need. Then you merely, after a shortened praise and worship, dismiss the groups from up front. And then, the individuals meet, and they meet for about 1 hour. And then the leaders dismiss their students directly from the small groups. You don't ever pull them back together that night. Visitors are encouraged to go with the person who brought them, or to check with us. We always say at the end, hey, come up front. If you don't have anybody to go with, we'll connect you to a small group that you would most enjoy about the same age. And leaders can be given a simple game plan of what you're suggesting they do for the evening, or again, after they get in the rhythm a few times in, don't do it at the beginning, then you can let them choose and write their own discussions. But I give you, and voila, are you about to be impressed? I'm about to produce a copy of my book. Okay, and again, I sure don't make any money off this. It all goes back to the nonprofit to pay our salaries. But if you don't have this, Thriving Youth Group, Secrets for Growing Your Youth Ministry and Creating a Friendship Culture, you probably want to get it. You can purchase it on our website, youthleaderscoach.com. And I give you a sample outline, pages 99 to 102, that kind of give you an idea of perhaps what you might want to suggest for one of these opening times together. And like I keep saying, once your leaders have gotten in the swing of things, then they can begin to create their own interactive outlines and discussion sharing and cool experiences for the night.